All right. This video is called The Forgotten Feeling How Gaming Used to Make Us Feel. I've already pre-liked the video. Let's get into it.
Do you remember what it feels like to put a game into your console or boot up a game and have this giddy feeling because you
Oh, wait. 1 second. Sorry. I always have everything on 1.5.
didn't know what was going to happen, what was going to go on, what's the new cool thing you were going to run into? And you were just filled with this sense of wanderlust. It was overwhelming because the possibilities were endless. It was something wondrous to see. And yeah, maybe I can attribute that a little bit to being a kid, but even so, in the last few years, there's games that have done that to me. You know it's a good game when you turn it off and you're thinking about it. You go to bed, or you're going to bed, you're about to fall asleep, and the last thing you're thinking of is what is it, like you're making a list of things you're gonna do next in the game. What
Okay. The last game that I thought about while I was trying to fall asleep. It's probably Expedition 33. Like, I think that was the last game I thought about when I was trying to fall asleep. So, you know, but usually for the past few years, I've just dreaded even looking at Steam trying to find something to play. But yeah, this year has released a few games actually. There was a Split Fiction. There's Expedition 33. A that Titan Quest game that I played, that was pretty good. Honestly, it's still early access, but it was still pretty good. Um, Don't Lose Aggro was good. Stuff that is released this year. I can't think of any more.
what's the next place you're gonna see? Oh shit, I did see this one other thing in the distance. I gotta go see it. Um, and what you weren't thinking about was how the game was trying to monetize you. You weren't thinking about how the game is disrespecting you or your time. And it felt like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it felt like it was these cool projects made full of passion that someone just thought up of. They thought, this is such a cool thing, I want to make it and I want to share it with other people. And hopefully, I can make money so I can keep making cool things and I can eat and pay my bills by making cool things. So let me just share this with the rest of you. And Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Hey, there you go. There you go. I swear it's not pre-watched. I swear. um, yeah, it's just a really good game. I also thought of another one, Schedule One. I haven't played it, but I literally cannot stop hearing good things about it.
Happens to be one of those games. When I first saw this game, I think it was in an Xbox Game Showcase, sometime before the game had come out. It was quite a bit of time, I think, and it looked pretty cool. So I decided, hey, why don't I just go pre-order it now? Which is totally against everything I do. I normally don't do that, but it looked good enough to gamble on. And god damn it, was it a good gamble, because the game is amazing. Expedition really lets you spread your wings because you're a peacock. Because if you want to go to a place way above your level, you can do that. If you don't want to do that and you don't want to pull your hair out because you can't get the fucking timing down, you can do that too. But the game is really cool because it just gives you this really good sense of freedom, but it's controlled freedom. It's really well done. Another thing I really appreciate about Expedition is that I feel like the game doesn't treat me like I'm stupid. Because as much as I love meta,
Dude, yes. I don't know why the games have gotten worse because they treat you like you don't know how to play games. One clear culprit is Pokemon. Oh my god. Don't get me started on Pokemon. It used to be my favorite game. It's the only thing I played in my childhood, and it just progressively got worse. You know, it just did. I don't want to get into like a Pokemon rant, but yes, I totally agree with what this guy is saying. It's, I've experienced it in multiple games, especially Pokemon though. Like when they made it your rival, get the Pokemon that is weak to your Pokemon. Like
before. I played it right before this, and I, I feel like the devs think I'm retarded, and they kept shoving information down my holes. Like they're just like, yeah, you don't know any of this. Let me just put it in your ass so that maybe you can get the info. And I was like, bro, I already realized what you were trying to tell me, but instead of letting me piece it together or at least feel that sense of accomplishment, they instead just spell everything out for you. So that's just another thing I really loved about Expedition 33, that I feel like they respect my intelligence at least a little more. It's not like the game is like super mega hard and there's a bunch of things to do, but at least it does respect you a little more. And the humor I feel is done pretty well, at least for my taste. Like there's this one part where Gustav is he's about to he's about to tell Ciel about his suicide attempt, and the music starts getting really somber and it's so abrupt, right? And I felt like it was inappropriate. It's like the worst time to be doing this, and I was like, well, I guess we're gonna go through it. It just felt kind of dumb, and it was because then Lune just interrupts and the music just aggressively goes back to normal. It goes from the sad music to the normal background music, and they just move on like, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Or later when they find a Ferris wheel out in the ocean and Ciel is like, oh, I heard that people back in the day would go on dates on those things. And Gustav is like, no, you dumb bitch. They used to drive them. They probably drove them shits over here. It looks like some sort of vehicle of some sort. And I thought that was dumb as hell. There's no way. Just to later find a journal that confirms that they did use them as vehicles. I'm about to mention some pretty major spoilers, so if you don't want that, I'll put a timestamp. It'll be very brief.
Luckily, I've played the game.
But another thing the game really, really, really gets me with is it actually surprises me. It surprised me. There's no possible way I could have ever guessed that Gustav's gonna get murked, or that the world they're in is not real.
Dude, I will say, he's already put the spoiler warning on there, so it's fine. I'm good. But I will say, when Gustav died, I wanted to quit the game. Like I was in a Discord call with one of my friends, and we were playing the game at the same rate, at the same time. We got to the same part. Gustav died, and I was like, "Bruh, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore." But I powered through it, and I'm so glad I did, because this game is truly a masterpiece. Like, unfortunately, Gustav was my favorite character. He died. I'm still not over it. And for like the rest of my playthrough, I did not touch Verso at all. I said, "You stay over in the corner, and I'm not playing you."
Real, it's like a painting that's made up by the original verse. So far, I'm not actually done with the game yet. I'm almost done.
Oh,
but that's what it seems like. And you know, mom and dad are in the painting fighting and shit, then you kick them out, whatever. It's a whole thing. But the game really genuinely surprised me multiple times. I've loved it. It's been great. There's nothing that I haven't been able to guess anything correctly, and I love that. I love that so much. I say all of this though to just kind of drive home the point of how games used to make you feel, because AAA will make you think like there's no possible way that you can get all that cool stuff you want. There's no possible way that you can get a fully made game, feature complete, and it be fairly priced. Impossible. That they'll tell you that, oh, Elden Ring, that shit's made wrong, bro. The UI, stupid as shit, and you're dumb as shit for liking it. You should hate that game. Buy our dumb shit instead. Or Baldur's Gate. The game is unrealistic. There's too much time. They have too much people. They have oodles and oodles of money. That shit is just have so much money. They shit green. And I can go on. Expedition 33. There's that PC Gamer article that tries to stomp on the notion that Expedition 33 was made by such a small group of people.
I don't know why people are so hung up about this. Oh, it was made by a group of 30. No, actually it wasn't. It was made by a group of 30, but they outsourced, their animation and blah, blah, blah. It's like, who cares? Right? It wasn't a huge corporate. That's the difference. The difference is it wasn't a huge corporation who could just throw a bunch of money at it. It was a indie studio. They didn't have a ton of money. That's the point. It's like a David and Goliath situation. Like they had a small modicum amount of power. They didn't have this huge, large backing. I know they had a publisher, but it was Kaplan, I think they were called, or something like that. I don't know. But it wasn't like it was like Blizzard or something trying to come out with it, right? So I don't know why people hung up on the number. Oh, it was 32, and then their dog was the 33rd dev. It's like, who cares? Who cares about the number, right? Was it small or was it huge, right? That should be the delineation, but whatever.
People. Okay, yeah, maybe not exactly 30 people, but they just want to keep crushing these things that we keep finding cool, trying to make you feel like, no, impossible. There's no way any of this stuff could really happen. Keep buying the slop. Just keep buying it. Like it, consume, move to the next thing. You don't own shit. Then they'll look you right in the windows of your soul and tell you, pay us $80. Pay us $80 because our teams are massive, because our budgets are ginormous. Yeah, sure, we introduced a bunch of bloat to it. Sure, like we filled our development teams with a bunch of imaginary jobs and we decided to make the budgets fucking massive. But because we decided that, you need to pay us $80. And on that note, if a game is sold to you for $80, but then it gets bundled into a console for $50, that shit was never $80. I'll tell you right now. I'm sure it's a massive shock to you, but that was not an $80 game you paid for. It was actually $50. Those motherfuckers got you. Recently, Video Games Europe responded to the whole thing going on with Stop Killing Video Games, because now it's got their attention. It's got a lot of people's attention. We hit over 1 million, a good amount over 1 million. And they essentially boiled down their whole talking points to the reason why games are never given back to you is because it's good for you. We protect your information and we keep your beautiful, pretty little eyes averted to the illegal content of the world and how it's so expensive to make a game like this and it'll be cost prohibitive and whatever. The point is that it's all disingenuous and misdirected comments. It's to confuse you and once again make you look to the right while they go left, and it's a bunch of bullshit like that. Or
exactly, it's just a whole bunch of talking. Just don't listen to them. Vote with your wallet. Plenty of people have said this, but it is the way to make them do what you want them to do. Like, vote with your wallet. If you don't like it, don't buy it. They will take that as a sign to stop making games that are ridiculously priced, right? And then like they'll make instead of making $80 game, they'll make a $50 game. There's nothing wrong with a $50 game that's only 10 hours. You just play it, you enjoy it for the 10 hours, then you move on. Then you make the next game. I don't know why they just don't do that. Make small projects, make tiny profits. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not making the video games, they are.
How Pirate Software just has the reading comprehension of 2 rocks taped together. Him and a shitty haircut and a soft chin just can't seem to understand what the movement wanted in the first place. And so he gives out misinformation with the utmost of confidence. And at the very end, he gives a last little jab saying, oh, I hope you get everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted, or however the fuck the quote goes. Expedition 33 is a view into what games can make us feel. It's not that they used to make us feel wonder, respected, passionate. It's that they still can make us feel this way. I think that we get a little jaded and we forget that games can still cause magic. It can still make things happen. We can still find a world to get lost in and feel like someone is making a project that serves the story and the gameplay and it's served to you. Like I said earlier, it feels like someone was passionate about something and decided, let me share this with the world and make some money in the process rather than putting the money first. So how about we keep rewarding these games that make us feel like this, that make us feel good, that they give us these feelings that we're always longing for, because I refuse to believe that these feelings are only relegated to nostalgia, to the past, because we've obviously have seen evidence in the last few years that that's not true. There's certain games that have brought about these feelings once again.
Zelda.
And sure, profit has to be part of the equation. It would be stupid as shit to believe that we all we want is art and no money to be made. But I feel like that a product, a video game, should be a vehicle to present to you, the consumer, the player, a good narrative and good gameplay where passion is at the forefront, because if that's the case, then profits follow. And hopefully we move in that direction. And I feel that surely but slowly we are going in that direction, because I'd rather be hopeful than an angry bitch all the time. Like me, subscribe.
Okay, this guy had this was a great video, man. He's a good head on his shoulders. I already liked the video. You should always pre-like your videos. Always pre-like the video, and then if you don't like it, you can go back and dislike the video. But I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. I kind of want to see what he has cooking for his other videos. But yeah, that was the forgotten feeling, how gaming used to make us feel. I still feel like this for some games. Like, I just saw the trailer for Battlefield 6, and I am excited. I used to play Battlefield 3 a lot when I was in my teenage years, back in high school. I think I will be playing Battlefield 6 quite a lot. Hopefully, you know, fingers crossed. Battlefield 6 will be amazing. But you know, they have the whole spiel of returning to form, you know, levelocity or whatever the heck they called Battlefield 4. I forgot what Levolution. There it is. Levolution. That was so stupid. Okay. Have a great one. I'm gonna see myself out.